Hi, it's Kathy, your yogi mom, and today we'll be doing a 10-minute prenatal yoga practice for the spine. And it's a very special day because we have a friend today. This is Kelly.
Hi.
And Kelly is expecting. She has a beautiful little bump here. She's 35 weeks, so almost there. And we'll be helping Kelly to stretch her spine today and move in all the directions of the spine, forward, side, twist, diagonal. So all those directions will help to open up the spine. And we'll start with either seated on a cushion or blanket, and you can choose, Kelly. Either one is fine. You don't have to sit on anything, but when you do have some elevation underneath you, it helps you to sit up taller. So let's start with one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly to connect with baby. Inhale deeply into the belly. Lift into your top hand into the chest. And as you exhale, soften the chest and relax through the belly. Bring the navel back to the spine. Inhale deeply again. Fill from the bottom to the top. Feel the breath move into your hands. And on the exhale, soften from the top to the bottom. We'll repeat that one more time. Deep breath in. Expand. Feel wide in the spine. And then slowly release from the top down. And now soften the hands, bring them down to the lap or to the knees, roll out the shoulders, and keep that deep breath as we're moving, Kelly. So we'll take the hands behind the neck and cradle your head into the hands, elbows out. And on the inhale, lift your sternum up, looking up towards the ceiling, where the ceiling and the wall meet. And on the exhale, soften the chest. Inhale, feel your neck become longer as you inhale, stretch and open. Exhale, soften. And then continue 2 more times. Press into my hand here. That's it, good. And then release, relax the chest. And we'll do that one more time. One more inhale. Lengthen, lift. See if you can almost reach with the neck up. And then release. Soften. It's going to help to open up the upper back. Soften the hands down. And then bring them to the knees. And shift forward towards the front of the room. And either side, come over to one side, drawing a circle with the torso. So we'll come forward and make it a natural, organic movement. If you move the shoulders or bend the elbows, it's fine. There's not really a technique to this. It feels good. It opens up the rib cage, it opens up the back, the middle back area, the thoracic spine. We'll do a couple more to one side. You'll feel some more blood flow, stuff happening, a little more warmth. And blood flow brings more energy. And then start to the other side. So pause, reverse. Feel that organic circular motion. So again, moving the spine in all those 6 directions helps to open up different areas. So maybe if you're feeling like a lower back pain, but if we open the front, that will help the lower spine. So it's getting into all the spaces, trying to fill in all those gaps. And then we'll come right back to center again. Place the hands away from you, the fingertips away, and broaden in the collarbones. Sit up tall, soften, hug baby in, and inhale the hands up overhead. Try to touch the ceiling, and on the exhale, bring one hand down, it doesn't matter which hand, and then stretch over to the side. Feel the side of your ribs open. Gentle stretch over. Come back to connect the hands together, and now stretch to the other side. Inhale, reconnect the hands. Exhale, side stretch again. Reach a little longer, maybe a deeper stretch this time. And then connect the hands together, draw them together once again, all the way to the other side. So we'll complete one more side. And then back through center. Bring the hands in front of you. So now the palms are facing forward in front of the knees. And take one hand behind you. Look over your shoulder for an open twist. Look over the shoulder, extend, sit up tall, but keep the navel forward. So whenever we're twisting in prenatal, you always want to keep the twist in the upper body and keep the navel forward. Good. Feel the spine open and feel that spiral. This gets you some relief through the upper back and the lower back. One more breath. Now turn forward, start with the shoulders, the face, and then bring both hands open as well. Keep them facing the front and take the opposite hand behind you. Look over the shoulder. Feel the weight of the seat into the floor and the length of the spine. Crown of the head reaches up to the ceiling. Getting a bigger house there for baby, more space for your baby. And then come back through center. Slowly, hands to heart. One cleansing breath in and out. So still coming back to those deep breaths. And now soften the hands. Come over onto your hands and knees. So you'll be facing that way or my way, it doesn't matter. And we'll bring the blanket underneath the knees for some more cushion. Adjust the hands so they're underneath the shoulders. And adjust the knees so that they're underneath the hips. So make sure there's space between the knees there. Soften the tops of the feet. We'll move through cat and cow. Soften the belly. Inhale forward. Take your shoulders back and look up between the eyes. On the exhale, push away in the other direction. Round the spine. Look down at your baby. And rock back and forth with your pace. Inhale, soften into cow. Exhale, round into cat. That angry cat position, really getting into that space right between here, right between the shoulder blades. This is really good for Kelly right now because in third trimester, if you do this posture every day, it will help to keep baby's head down, which is ideal for birthing. This is a good posture to do daily. And we'll do about 2 more rounds of that with the breath. The inhale initiates the movement, the exhale initiates the movement. Feel the pressure underneath the hands and underneath the knees, staying present in your feeling body. And then through this last cat here, hold it a bit longer, stay with your breath, and then neutralize the spine, lengthen the spine. Good. Open the knees wide and bring the big toes to touch. And then sit back into the heels, anchor into your hips. Good, so this will leave room for the baby with the knees open, child's pose. Now, Kelly brought her head all the way down to the floor, but if there's a little extra space there for underneath you, maybe we can demonstrate fists underneath the hands, or underneath the forehead, or hands underneath the forehead. So that gives you some extra space. You can also put a cushion underneath there or a block. I'll give her some extra attention since I'm here. You can have somebody help you here as well to lengthen through the back and gently press down. This will open the pelvic canal, but it will help to relieve lower back pain. It's a good posture to do child's pose while you're contracting as well, if you feel any back pressure, any pressure in the spine. And we'll stay for a couple more breaths. Now for our last posture, stay in your child's pose, but bring the forearms to the floor. This is called Sphinx. It's a variation on Sphinx. So we'll take the elbows underneath the shoulders, forearms on the mat, and it's a gentle way to do a back bend, which bringing the elbows a little closer in, that's it, good. Look forward, send the heart forward, shoulder heads back. And it's a slight back bend. We don't do any deep back bends in prenatal to protect the abdominal wall. So this is a good way to open the spine gently. And it's a Sphinx variation. So we're pressing the hands down, forearms down, and trying to bring the chest through the arms. And you don't have to bend too deeply on this. But keep that breath active. Breathe into the back of the ribs. Feel the ribs open. And we'll stay about 3 more breaths. Soften the shoulders. That's it, good. Last breath here. And now mindfully press the hands into the floor, come up into tabletop position, and readjust to sit comfortably on your seat. You can keep the blanket there. Easy seated pose, Sukhasana. And we'll come back to just like we started. One hand on the heart and one hand around the baby. Close the eyes and say hello to your baby with your touch. Hopefully the spine feels more open, more relaxed. Breathe deeply into the bottom hand. Let that breath rise into the top hand and then slowly soften from the top down. Follow that line from the navel to the throat as you breathe in deeply and fully. Exhale from the throat to the navel. And repeat one more time, cleansing breath. Now bring the hands to heart center. We appreciate you practicing with us today and letting us guide you. Namaste.